Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to our Study Abroad Digital Open Day. This session is just a brief little Q&A session. So if you do have any questions, do feel free to just pop them in the Q&A box below and we can go through those. I'm joined by three of our student ambassadors here, who are all international students at Roehampton, so they will be answering questions today. My name's Chloe. I am one of the Roehampton Abroad officers. So if you're coming to Roehampton on exchange, you'll likely be dealing with me quite a lot. And now, if the rest of you want to introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Shola. I'm originally from New York, and I'm a national student from Roehampton and also a previous study abroad student as well.
Hi, my name is Julia. I'm a second-year journalism student from Poland, and it's really nice to meet you. Yeah.
Hello guys, my name is Margaritis, or you can just call me Akish for short. I'm a third year of the graduate psychology student at the university, and I'm from Greece, and feel welcome to have any questions to me, and I will answer them.
Perfect. Okay. So yeah, as I said, if you've got any questions, please do just pop them in the Q&A box below and we'll come to those. But in the meantime, I will get us started. So if we could kind of go round, if you could just tell us a little bit really about why you chose Roehampton and why you thought Roehampton was the university for you.
So I guess I'll start. I originally attended Roehampton doing a study abroad during my freshman year in American College University. And I did it. I applied to Roehampton and I loved my experience during my study abroad experience. It was so much fun. I loved the university and how it was taught educational wise. And so I made the decision to transfer my sophomore year and begin my journey at Roehampton.
So I chose Roehampton basically because of the wide range of the modules I could choose. So I didn't really know what I was going to study, but I wanted something really diverse. And my course, journalism at Roehampton, is exactly like that. We also have many practical sessions, which I really love. And I really appreciate the fact that all of our lecturers, they have been or they were or they are still journalists, so they know how to how to work as journalists, and it's really it's a good thing to talk to them. Also, I just wanted to study in London, but I was a little bit I didn't want to be overwhelmed by the city. So I just found Roehampton and I found this amazing campus, and I decided that it might be a good idea to live on campus, on a green campus in almost the city center.
So the main reason I chose Roehampton was because it's the only campus university in London. This was one of the factors that really intrigued me. Second, it was because of the psychology program of the psychology course. It was one of the best in London, so that was really good to start up my career as a psychologist. I also like the idea that of independent learning. Basically, each psychology student has the opportunity to engage into independent learning, see what things they really enjoy searching, see what real things and topics are really into them and stuff. And because I also got the opportunity to actually see how a psychological experiment um, is constructed and how I can build my own psychology experiment, which I found very interesting.
Cool. So we actually just got our first question. So someone has asked, will classes be held every day and what kind of times? So I'll just start this off a little bit. It will vary dependent on which course you do and which classes you take. But I don't know if you guys want to just speak a little bit about when you have your classes and what sort of times they are.
So I know that the business department, we generally have to like to have classes twice a week or 3 times a week, depending. I know my first year, I had classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and they were generally around like 5 hours throughout the day, and so in total I was in class and seminars 5 hours total within those 2 days. So it wasn't long, and the other times of the days I would be doing independent studying or going to some social event on campus.
And I guess in your experience in particular, seeing as you studied in the US previously, how did you find it compared to studying in the US with kind of class?
In the US, we had classes every single day. From my earliest class was probably from 9, and the latest class was at 5 to 5. So there was generally like probably an hour break within that. And compared to Roehampton, we only study business courses, and in the US we study unnecessary courses, general ed courses. If you're a business student, you can study science, history, courses that aren't really relevant towards your career path, but are contributed towards it. But in generally, I like the way the UK system is, and it's faster, easier, and more. I'm more content with it.
And how is it in journalism? How often are you kind of in class?
So this year we have classes 3 times a week, and in general, I think that it's 9 hours a week, something like that. But most of them are practical sessions. So we have 3 hours of theory a week, and then 6 hours of practice. In my first year, I had a little bit more classes. I think that I had 4 days a week. But right now we have it 3 days a week, basically because our lecturers, they wanted us to have 2 days off a week because of coronavirus. So it's just easier to go to campus just 3 times a week, not 4 times a week. And comparing, for example, to the Polish system, because I have many friends studying in Poland, it is similar to the US, to the one that works in the US. So in England, there are less classes, but they are more practical. And I really enjoy this fact because I have much time for my individual studies. Also, I have much time for just doing something I like, for example, like developing my hobbies or meeting my friends or taking part in some social events on campus.
Cool. And how about psychology? How often are you in, seeing as I guess it's more of a practical subject than the other two?
Okay, so in all of my 3 years in psychology, we had classes 3 times per week. This year I have Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. It's because it's my third year and we get the opportunity to actually choose our modules. We have less hours. So, for example, in Wednesday I only have 2 hours of lectures. But for example, in my first year we had the most. The most I can remember having was like 6 hours with like 2 hour break in between, which was very convenient. And we also had the opportunity to both engage into lectures, so basically look at some theory, and also we had workshops, which we got to do our own questionnaires. We got to answer some questionnaires, work in SPSS to do statistics, which you will find very important when you are studying psychology. And other than that, we would engage in activities like taking part in experiments, which are organized by third year undergraduate students, who are doing their dissertations. And in your third year, just as me, you'll get the opportunity to make your own topic and to gather participants, either first year or second year students, and you'll get to experience how it is to be a psychology researcher.
Nice. It sounds really fun. I want to join in.
Same.
So can you kind of talk a little bit more about student life, kind of both on and off campus, kind of whether you're involved in any of the societies, things like that. Yeah, do you want to take it away, guys?
Personally, I'm involved in I'm involved with the business society. I'm also which is a business club. And I'm also a program rep for the International Business Department. So within each program, you get to represent your course for your year. So I'm involved with that, and I'm also a student ambassador, which I work part time on campus, which that involves with helping representing the university and touring prospective students around. And that's pretty much all like clubs and affiliated that I'm involved with the university. But I do attend social gathering that university put on. And yeah, that's all I can think about right now. Yeah.
Mhm. So in my first year, I attended a philosophy society. So we had meetings once or twice a week. It depends. Also, I was learning Spanish on campus, which I absolutely loved, and I think that it was one of the best experiences ever. Like I just loved the classes; they were so. It wasn't like it was a lot of learning, but it was more like learning in a fun way, because I learned a lot, but mm, it wasn't a sad responsibility. So I just enjoyed it so much. Also, I played volleyball, but I was playing off campus. But we have many sports clubs on campus as well. There are both social sessions and competitive ones. I also so I had a gym club, gym membership, which was cool as well because we have a pretty nice gym on campus. Uh, and yeah, many social events at the Union Bar. So I think that mostly because of my flat rep, who's just an amazing person. She just showed me everything on campus, and she showed me this Union Bar, which is the best place if you feel lonely or if you are pretty shy and you don't have friends yet because you are an international student. So you can just pop in and you can meet someone.
Great.
So regarding me, I was part of an ethnic society. You can find quite a few of them around campus. And specifically, I was part of the Greek society in my first year. We would have meetings about once or twice per month. We were quite of a small group, but we still got the opportunity to actually meet people from my country and actually exchange our experiences in the university. Other than that, I was part of campus. I was part of a volunteering organization. I was a volunteer for Learn to Love to Read, which operates in Roehampton and other regions in Wentworth. So basically, you get the opportunity to do one-to-one sessions with children and help them become more confident readers. And you can visit them at schools. This year we will be doing it online for reasons because of the pandemic. But as you can see, there are many opportunities around campus and Roehampton in general, so for you to engage and actually get some work experience, even if it's volunteering.
And just quickly on that note as well, how easy was it for you to get involved in the Greek Society, and kind of how did you find out about the opportunities to get involved in?
Oh yeah, basically I found out about it at the Freshers Fair during my first year. I saw that they had a stand along with other 54 societies that we had at the time at the university and now. And you had to pay a fee, very small one, for the whole year. It was about £2. They were advertising like I remember they were serving some traditional Greek food and coffee, and that's how I found out about it. And but I can also if you also want to find out about it, you can also visit the roehamptonstudent.com to find others there. But yeah,
Perfect.
the Freshers Fair is a great opportunity.
Great. Okay, and I'm not sure if all of you are currently living on campus, but can you tell us a little bit about the accommodation on campus and kind of the facilities available for students?
So during my study abroad year, when I first came over to Roehampton, I was given on-campus accommodation, and which was really close to my all my classes, which is like literally a 2-minute walk, which is amazing. I get to roll out of bed like 5 minutes before classes, and then I was just like, let's go, I'm ready for class, and I get to get naps, naps between classes as well, which is fun. And because Roehampton is separated within colleges, so we have 4 colleges where each colleges are dedicated to each department, but we're all like one big community. It was easy to make friends within within the Southlands and Digby and Froebel colleges, because we're all mixed around, but all have our little school pride, if you want to say about it, college pride, if you want to say about it. But the accommodation was a 6-person hall, I want to say a dorm suite, where we all had our individual rooms, unlike the United States. Like some colleges, like we share like a room with another person, but it's just an individual suite. The only thing I shared during my time was the kitchen and the bathroom, which was separated within like a toilet and a shower. It was never like, unlike the United States, it wasn't dirty or like anything. It's not like being trash talking or anything, but it was we had a cleaning lady. It wasn't up to us to like clean it every single day. The cleaning lady comes on like twice a week, and we respected each other, and it was really fun. Communication within that dorm was really great. Everyone respected each other, cleanliness and stuff, and just personal space, which is awesome. And it was a really nice dorm. And it was just an awesome time to just like have your own room, but yet still be involved with your flatmates. And yeah.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. So I chose to live on campus in my first year because I didn't know anyone when I came to London. So I just really wanted to get involved really quickly and to meet people. And it was the best idea. I really recommend living on campus, especially in your first year. Uh, really, I think it's just an amazing idea to have those flat reps, because those are the people who are in their second or third year, and they just volunteer to be flat reps, and they are in charge of your flat. So they basically show you everything on campus. They can also show you everything off campus. And I became really, really good friends with my flat rep. We are in touch. We talk every day. She's just an amazing person. And in my flat, I lived in Shaw House, which is a part of Digby Stuart College. And we had 6 people in the flat. Everyone had their own room. And I made the best friends there. So 2 of those girls, we traveled together to my to my country. So we traveled to Poland, 3 of us. We became that close in just 3 months. So it really it makes you so close to live in one flat and to share your kitchen, which is the best idea. Because, for example, okay, so this is an example. It's like 3 a.m. And you come to the kitchen and someone is baking. So if you feel something is wrong, you come to this kitchen and everything is fine. So yeah, I really, really appreciate this fact. I just love living on campus.
So it's like a real community feel, and you're kind of like a little family in your flat.
Yeah, and still on the other hand, you have this like your own space, so you can just close your door and you can wear your headphones and learn, so you can focus on something. But if you don't want to, you just come to the kitchen and it's fine.
Okay. In all my years, I lived in accommodations on campus. In my first year, I used to live in Beat House, which is situated in Digby Stuart College. It's a very big accommodation because in each floor you have to deal with 20 people. I know it sounds a lot, but trust me, all the communal spaces are enough for everyone. We had like a very big kitchen and a very small one, and not a very small one, just a small one. And we had enough toilets and showers, communals for everyone. The rooms were standard, so each one had his own individual room. And I think I wouldn't exchange this experience for anything as a first year, because having 20 people, you get to meet a lot of variety of them, either international, either home students. And till this day, those are the best friends I've ever made. And as you can see, as an international student, it's very easy to actually make friends, because there are many people like you, many people from other countries that they don't have that they arrived in London and they don't have any other friends. So automatically you have one thing in common, and then you can see that you build stronger relationships than you would expect. So yeah, if you're an international student, I would recommend, strongly recommend, to actually get the on-campus experience for your first year. You'll see how beneficial that would be for the next years too.
Perfect. Okay. Well, we are nearly running out of time already. It's gone very quickly. So I think if we could just finish up by everyone, we'll just go round quickly and say your favourite thing about London, your favourite thing about Roehampton, and why everyone should come and study at Roehampton.
My two favorite things about London is the fact that it's like easy to travel to different countries and explore and a lot of different cultures. And second thing is West End. I love being able to go into affordable musical theaters and musical theaters and plays that you're able to see, and not for crazy expensive like on Broadway, but the same good quality. Favorite thing about Roehampton is the community. It maybe look like a big school, but it's such a small community. It's great and beautiful, and the green campus, it literally is the best of both worlds, living in the city and like having retreat to your own personal forest-like campus.
So my favorite thing about London might sound like a cliche, but I love its diversity just because you have people from everywhere. So my first, I think that the most like recognizable thing I remember from my first week of studying is that when I came to my flat, I heard immediately 7 different languages, because there were 6 of us and we spoke 7 different languages. So this is basically London. You go anywhere and you hear those different languages. It really inspires you, and you can be whoever you want to be. And it's really, really easy to make friends, to just have a little chit chat with someone. And you just feel inspired by every step you take.
Great.
So my favorite thing about London is also that it is a very multicultural city. Most people here are international, which I find like very beneficial for me, because I just don't feel like a stranger. I don't feel like a foreigner. And you'll see that too if you decide to study in London, that in the first time you arrive here, you instantly become a Londoner. It's amazing how people are welcoming here. They're all very polite. Everywhere you go, in every service, you won't find any impolite people. That's amazing. And my personal favorite thing about Roehampton would be the library. I tend to you'll tend to spend a lot of time there, especially if you're a third year undergraduate student, due to dissertations. I like the fact that it is very modern, that I have access to every book or every ebook that I needed during all of my years here, which I found completely great. And I also like the fact that you get to actually borrow your own laptop in case something happens with your personal one. Like for example, in my first year, my laptop broke, so I had to borrow a new one for like 2 years, for like 2 weeks, and that really, really helped me and shows how much all the staff cares about you.
Perfect. Thanks so much, everyone. Um, Thank you for attending as well. And if you do have any other questions, please do feel free to email roehamptonabroad@roehampton.ac.uk, and we can get back to you as soon as possible. But in the meantime, we hope to see you on campus really soon. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks everyone.